When the coin flips and all eyes turn to the big game, the most intense competition just may be between restaurants. Can Wingstop find the secret sauce to go long in the food space? Or will the jam-packed sector fry their ambitions?
The last couple of months have been very rough time for restaurants, especially the casual dining cohort. So I got to wonder, is there anything that can help them beat the gravitational pull of this market? Consider Wingstop, the chain with more than 1,000 locations. It's pretty much all about chicken wings and sports. With the Super Bowl coming up this weekend, you expect these guys to put up some strong numbers. And within the restaurant space, Wingstop is one of the fastest growers around, if not the fastest grower. Now, this stock has had a short but tumultuous history. Wingstop came public about a year and a half ago. I told you a little too spicy for my taste. Stock needed to come down a bit before I get interested. Over the next 6 months, that's exactly what happened. But then ultimately in 2016, Wingstop ended up rallying nearly 45% after a big dip. Lately, though, it's been under pressure, but that's along with the rest of the group. So can the big games stop Wingstop out of the industry-wide funk that almost all the restaurants seem to be experiencing? Or does the consumer just hate dining out these days or taking it in even? Let's dig deeper with Charlie Morrison, the president and CEO of Wingstop, to find out more about how his company's doing and where it's headed. Mr. Morrison, welcome back to Mad Money.
Great to be back, Jim.
Charlie, I got to tell you, there's a presentation that you gave. It's called the ICR conference, where I was kind of just thinking when I finished it, all right, what I want to do is stop doing this and own a bunch of Wingstops. Can you explain the economics of why people want to own a Wingstop and how that drives your earnings?
Sure, you bet. As you know, we're a company that's almost all franchised. 98% of our restaurants are franchised. And for our franchisees, we've developed what we believe is one of the best unit economic models in the industry. Our sales to investment ratio is 3-to-1, and our average unit volumes exceed $1.1 million. And in a 1,700 square foot restaurant footprint, that yields fantastic margins for our franchisees, great returns on their investment, between 35 and 40% unlevered cash-on-cash returns. So they keep growing, and that's exactly how we've grown.
And because of that, you just crossed 1,000, and you have ambitions to do 2,500. When I hear those economics, which means a very big, very quick, big payback, it seems likely that you can meet those goals.
Yeah, I think we can. As you mentioned, we just cleared 1,000 restaurants in 23 years in our history. There are only 42 chains that we know of that have actually achieved this milestone of 1,000 restaurants, and now only a handful as quickly as we have. I think that is a great testament to the unit economic model. I think it also says that we have a very portable brand. We're not just in one part of the country. We're all over in 40 different states across the U.S., plus 5 countries around the world. We got a long way ahead of us.
Now, you have been very creative in use of digital and digital advertising. I know you're going to start doing national. You're in 40 states now after the Super Bowl. But let me ask you, is it a gimmick that you're also on Alexa, or does that really been working? Because Amazon reported tonight, and I think Amazon's got a lot of things they're doing right. Tell us what that means.
Well, I think it means a lot to not only to our brand, but for the industry. It's an opportunity for us to really engage in voice-activated technologies. And we're just getting started. We just rolled this out. And as we noted, when we rolled this out, our offering allows the customer to use the entire menu, not just a set product or something you've ordered before, but you can actually navigate the entire Wingstop menu and place your order. We believe that's where the future is, and we're always going to try and stay ahead of the game to make sure that we're bringing relevant technologies to consumers, and this is just one example. Okay,
let's talk about the category of wings. This seems to be still a growing category with many different, very ethnically diverse group of people like wings. And it also seems to me that you have captured the zeitgeist. People really do want to not be at a restaurant. They want to take it out. They want to be at home. They want that whole the whole idea of having having the wings, watching the game, watching the Netflix. You fit into that new paradigm.
We do. That's how we've built our brand. 75% of our business is takeout. It's executed out of a very small footprint, but very efficient for not only our business, but also for our guests. And so development of new technologies, the advent of online ordering into our business is really driving our business. We noted that at the end of the third quarter, we exited the quarter at 19% of our revenue coming in through an online channel. And that's continued to grow year in and year out, and we expect that number to grow continuously in the future.
I think it's also important that you tell our viewers, because I really like this story, how committed you are to shareholders, and one of the ways you show that is the special dividend.
We do. Last year, we demonstrated that, and in fact, it's been about every 5 quarters in our history that we've been able to provide a special dividend to our shareholders. We returned roughly 10% of the market cap of the company back to our shareholders last year. And with a concept like ours, which is asset light, we generate a lot of cash. Our primary objective right now is to return that capital back to the shareholder.
Well, you got a great story, and it's really right. It was a little, I mean, I have to tell you, you had a big private equity. You had a lot of stock concentrated with one guy. That's all gone. This is just the kind of stock to own in this market. You're a good man. Charlie Morrison, President and CEO of Wingstop. Great to see you, sir.
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it.
Guys, I got to tell you, I like this business model very much. It does feel like Domino's a few years ago. Wingstop. Stick with Cramer. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.